What's all that white stuff? Oh, we don't want that over here in the UK now, do we? Fortunately, it's started to rain, so all the white stuff is disappearing. I was up at 2 AM this morning, had a look out the window. I should have took a photograph. It was beautiful, quiet, dark with the street lights on, and everything covered in that thin blanket of white stuff. Anyway, that's put paid to me having a melt on today. Might have a meltdown, but won't be able to get a melt on, so we've gone and done something else. Stood here in the rain, getting my head wet. Notice I didn't say getting my hair wet. Got the fire on. Where's the chimney? There we go. And inside it's a very nice 25, 26 degrees, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Decided yesterday I was micro scrapping all day, trying to get me bench something like, and I've been putting a job off for a good while. I really didn't want to do it, and I've done it. But this is the life of a micro scrapper. I've brought it home, and I have to deal with it. So what is it, we ask? Well, so like I say, I've been micro scrapping. I've been doing all my big things, making them smaller, taking all the, the toroids out, the transformers. I've stripped took a load, 3 computers, stuff in there. You can see, stripping cable. Yeah. Oh, that was a chip. These will mean more to other people. I think that's an i3 chip. No, that's a Celeron. That's an i3. May mean nothing to me, and that's an older one with pins on. So we'll put them to one side. So what I've been doing, as you can see, a little bit tidier. So we've got aluminium, small motors, bright wire, brass, nickel coated copper, number 2 copper from motors, heavy copper. We're set up like an operating theatre. We've got all the tools laid out at hand, and what's the job that I didn't like doing? I've been putting off and off, and I had a big bunch of this coax cable. I'm down to the last bit because I just went at it. You can see it's all in there. Now I'll put you on this and talk to you. Like I say, it's one of those jobs that you do with a big mess. I've just been snipping pieces off it, putting it through a wire stripper, etc. But some of it won't go through. It's that old, it's just peeling off. So I don't know why I kept putting the job off. I need the space. I'm on it. I've got to a point, nearly done it. We'll run a bit through the wire stripper. For those of you over the pond, I know your coax tends to be steel, iron, sheet. Well, not here in the UK, it's copper. So we'll do this. And I don't know why I kept putting it off, because it turned out to be so easy. You get your depth just right, you're not cutting into it, are you? So you don't get like all that spider's web of, we'll cut that off because that's more difficult to do. That needs a bit of tender hammering. You just do that, just pull it all off like that. And you get a lovely bunch of airy furry copper. Number 2. Leaves me with this inner core. And that's just easily done with a knife. Like that. You bet you can't even see that, can you? It's that fine. Wonky. But every little helps. But I know what people be saying. Coax, can't be bothered. Well, to be honest, I would normally throw coax in with household cable. But I don't have any household cable to weigh in, to store, because I've been stripping it all down to singles. Oh no, a big bag of singles here. Why? Well, I'm hoarding my copper for a while. Copper prices are high, cable prices are high, single prices are high, and singles take up a lot less room than household cable. I would say I don't get a lot, I get enough. Right. And then every time I do this, I'll also strip a little bit through the stripper, kind of to see if it's worth stripping. And some goes through easy, and some don't. By that, I'm saying this stuff. To be honest, I do that. And if it holds a bend, it's worth stripping. Right. And the difference can be, can you see this? All hairy and furry. That is exactly the same. The difference being, it's probably that much on the stripper. Because it really is down to thou. Lock that up again. Down to a thou, you know, between getting, just cutting through the sheathing and get a nice neat peel, strip off it. Oh, getting it all a bit airified. Well, the problem is, you get a bit airified, you get strands of the stuff all over the place, and then sweeping that up and possibly throwing in the bin hurts. I don't, I get it, and I roll it into a little copper ball, put it in with my copper, because every bit helps. I think we need to just tattle this pile, I think. And, well, don't we love a little bit of a tidy up? And what am I bugger for doing? I come in here and I do a little bit of micro scrapping, and then I just throw things in. I start attempting, should I say, to be organised and throwing things in little tubs. You know, that's going to be nickel coated copper. That's number 2, or in that case some burnt wire, some heavy copper, some bright, some more stuff, some more. Then it gets messed up. And then I get another tub then, and I'll just start throwing anything in that needs sorting out at a later date. And then I'll bury it. So, yeah, pleasant little surprise now that I've uncovered that. And I found all these goodies. So I can consolidate all them and put them in the respective buckets. Right. Bit of cables, a few more batteries that had fell down the back. I just finished doing one of these coax, not transformer. And that reminded me, I was going to show you one of them. Clear the bench first. Well, we carried on and we managed to break up the rest of those battery terminals, battery leads, not the terminals, the other things are the terminals. The bag's getting full. And doesn't leave us with a lot left. For tonight, that is. I've got loads left. But I've got this 1, 2, 3, 4-way extension lead. Do I keep it? No. Don't need to keep it. Do I take it apart? Yes. However, it's got these like triangle security screws in. You know what we think about security screws, don't you? A waste of time. Mind you, to stop people taking it apart and putting it back together. I don't really have to worry too much about putting it back together. It's just, I've just swept up. Because I do things like that as well. Tidy up, make a mess. Some brass lengths. Trim the copper off. Trim the cord off. Find something sharp. Let's see if I can just pull these singles out. Yeah, who needs a wire stripper? And then into my singles bag. And then sweep up again. Right, what was I going to show you? I'll show you these, weren't I? So, I was stripping the inductors. I've been getting the cable off. Do it that way. Right, I said I'd show you these in another video I did. I said I would show you these. Because these are, I don't know, interesting. Cable on. Cable off to be dealt with later. So always deal with it later. Right. So we've got this horseshoe arrangement of the interleaved metal leaves, interleaved so that you don't get eddy currents. Eddy currents create heat, held together with a brass or stainless steel banding. You can have a look at the edge. I'm going to say it's stainless steel, that. Right. Got some plastic. We don't want the plastic on. Very neatly done. Chris, it's all about practice. That gives us that. There's a banding on that side. Can I persuade it to come apart. Probably with the right tools I should be able to. There we go. Using my brain instead of an hammer for once. Into the iron bin. Right, this is what I wanted to show you. It's look at this. It's copper strip. And a lot of it. So easily cut with a pair of scissors. Speaking of scissors or snips, anyone watch CC Scraps? Look at them. He's got some really bonny pair of antique shears. Get this plastic off. It's cold, it's sticking together. Maybe if I stick it on the top of the fire, this plastic will come off a bit more easier. But so we've got this thin copper sheet. Do I scrap it? Do I have a look on craft sites and see how much copper sheet sells for? Would artistic creative people, notice I didn't say metal artists, would they pay more for that than I would get for scrap? And the thing is, it has other uses as well in summer, in gardening. I've heard that you could wrap this round your plant pots and slugs won't climb over it. I've heard that. It could be a old wives' tale. What would it be an old wives' tale? Could be folklore, as in something to do with the slime that the slugs pour off to help them lubricate their way along. Kind of short circuits them and they don't like it. So there, I could sell it as copper tape slug preventative tape. I'll scrap this one because I've got a few others. Yeah, I could do copper bands. I could just melt it. Anyway, we've had a bit of a frivolous time in the shed, doing some tidying up. We're getting somewhere. I'm not getting the right way, but I'll be quite honest, what I should be doing is tackling some of the big things I've got in here, which I think now that I've got my bench tidy again, I can do. What am I doing? I'm just cutting off the nickel coated copper. Do like to keep my copper clean. Just making it flat. Bending it over again. Right, I could probably go in my heavy copper now. Ian, in his shed, it's Sunday night. Scrapping Irish will be on soon. Shirt's probably on by now. Although I've got just this little bit to tidy up. So, thanks for spending that little bit of time with me in my shed. And I'll see you soon. Yeah, I'll take care. Try. Just finished. I just finished doing one of these